I can't say definitively like how big college esports news is going to get, but I can say definitively that it will be going on for the foreseeable future for a long time.
It's been very fulfilling to see the response and to, kind of see the impact that we have. I know we're just, a small team and we only started a year ago, but I think what we've been able to do has been nothing short of incredible.
Everybody thinks teamwork when they think sports, and then you bring up esports and like, well, you're just behind a screen. That's not the case. You're still working with people. Yes, we are through a screen. I'm talking to someone that may be 5 states away, but we're working on the same project. And so, and they may be in school right now. They may be at work, And so being able to overcome that and be able to help understand, the patience and being able to manage that has been extremely helpful, and I've been able to continue that into my own personal career.
I think all of us who started the project can say that it's a project that we'll always come back to, even if we take breaks from it. It's a project that we'll always be contributing to and we'll always be thinking about.
I want us to be the home for all things college esports. I want us to be.
I founded College Esports News when I was laid off from my previous job, and I didn't just want to sit around and do nothing. So I created the project, and I was going to do it until I got a job or until I got bored, and here we are a year later. But I knew I couldn't do this by myself, so I enlisted the help of my very talented friends from Florida State Esports. I pitched them my idea, and I said, who wants to do this? And they've always been so supportive, so they were like, of course, we're on board. And it's taken off from there.
We kind of put this project together because we all saw a real gap in the college esports industry that we felt like we could fill, and we all felt like we had the skills and the talent and the passion to fill. There's so much stuff going on in college esports all the time, and it's something that is growing every year. Like every year there's more leagues and more players and more schools introducing their own esports programs, and there's so much to keep up with. And I remember just as a student athlete in our own university esports club that it was really hard to keep up with. And I felt like if someone could provide a, centralized location where people could just get all the information that they need about whatever's going on in college esports, I would have loved that while I was a student.
We're a small group. It's hard to get backing. It's hard to get volunteers because it's just volunteers. We don't really have much to offer yet. But the thing we do have to offer is the passion and, being able to help others and do something that we have loved for most of us our entire lives.
And it was also a really great way to get more women and marginalized communities into esports, which is why I think it's so important to have a program like the one that we have that has people from all over all walks of life working on a project of this size and importance, I guess, in esports.
When we were in the esports club together, I really liked the passion that came from the projects going into the club. And whenever we had the idea to take it to a higher scale for all to encompass all of collegiate esports, I knew I wanted to be a part of that and help make that happen.
I'm so grateful for the community who has accepted us with open arms and allowed us to have a space to be creative, to excel, to create all of this passion-fueled content.
I would consider my time working on CEN as a learning experience more than anything. It was really interesting to see how to start a project literally from scratch to where it is now, which I think we're really proud of what it's become. But it was not always the easiest. We're working fully with volunteers, with students, and with people who have all full-time jobs or part-time jobs or a lot of commitments. So it's hard to, find a way to balance our own commitments and also other people's commitments. I think that was a really a big learning curve, and we definitely had to like take some breaks, and we weren't always able to be as active as we would have liked, but I think we found a good middle ground now, and I think we're really happy with where we've come, or how far we've come as a project, and with all the people we've worked with.
I'm not gonna stand here and pretend that it's always been easy. I mean, ask my co-founders how many times I've wanted to delete the Discord server. It's a lot of work, and none of us knew how to run an esports news outlet when we started this. It's something that we've had to pick up on along the way. You know, we've been through a lot of different iterations of college esports news and what it could look like, and you know, we're doing our best, and I think I'm really happy with how successful we've been so far, and you know, the support that everyone has shown us in the community.
We've built the community from the ground up, basically. So you know, it was a little slow at first, and like I was worried, but no, I've like every single time we get a video that gets a lot of attention, and like we just have an idea or a concept or something, and it goes out, and like we see people enjoying that and interacting with it. I get really excited, and it's been fun to see that grow to what we are now.
We're a new organization, and we've been trying a lot of things, and I feel like that's a good sign. You know, none of us are getting paid to do this. All of us are doing this from our hearts, so we're all just still trying to find the best way to make the best platform for the college esports community. And sometimes those experiments are going to go really well, sometimes they won't, but like the fact that we're always still trying to find the best way to deliver news and information and content to everybody, I think is a sign that this project has a bright future.
So I think something I really learned from this project is that passion can really push people. And it's not always about like monetary benefits and everything. Is people, if they're passionate and they want to work on something with you, and they see that you're passionate, they'll definitely help and be ready to be motivated and work. So that's been really, really nice to see. And there's clearly a lot of passion in the esports and college esports scene. So that's been really nice to see as well.
I've been extremely proud of everyone, and we've met so many great people. As College Esports does, yeah, you get to meet so many different people and see, you know, what standing they're in, and so being able to work with this team and so many a different variety of different people and personalities, and see how we all come together because of this one passion is just so exciting.
When I was doing interviews and applying for this job that I have now as creative director for Collegiate Esports Ventures, College Esports News was where the main place that I pointed at to show like my passion for content creation and to show my passion for the esports industry. And you know, it's something that I'll put on my resume forever of like, look, this was just something that I made from my heart, and it's going to always be something that whenever I contribute to it, it's going to be out of nothing but passion.
The sheer amount of people that I've been able to meet and work with through this project has been unlike anything I could ever have imagined. I am so grateful to be able to work with my colleagues from Florida State Esports. I mean, they are just the most incredible group of people. They have kept me grounded, and their support means everything.
When we first made College Esports News, it was during a time where I was unemployed. I was in between jobs. I had no job. So this was kind of just something that it was kind of like risky for me to do it looking back, just because, you know, it was time that I spent putting into this project that I didn't know if it was going to go anywhere, as opposed to, you know, applying for jobs. But it was just something that I was really passionate about. And at the end of the day, when I applied for the job that I have now with Collegiate Esports Ventures, I kind of applied for it on a whim. But, you know, when I sent my resume in for this job, just kind of on a whim, just not even thinking that I was going to get it, and I put College Esports News on it, and they were really interested in it. You know, when I was they called me in for an interview. I was talking to them, and I mentioned College Esports News like pretty much throughout the whole thing, and how it's this passion project that I've invested a lot of time into. And it was just the place that I pointed to like for every single time when I was applying for jobs. I put a lot of time into this project, and I'm really glad of the opportunity that it brought me. Without it, I wouldn't have the job I have now.
As a writing major, this has actually helped me explore different opportunities for what I could be doing like after college, working in the esports scene or something in like the scene I enjoy, either as like a journalist, writer, and then you also learn to kind of collaborate with people too. There's like so many people on one project, we all have to kind of like mesh together and like figure out how to make this to the best it can be. And I like the teamwork aspect of that, and it's something I've like learned along the way too.
So I would say CEN probably did help me land the job that I have now, because I am in social media and community management in the gaming industry now. And so I think through the year that I had at CNN, I got to kind of learn what it was like to be a leader of a team of people helping with social media, and to lead a community of people as well through both what we were doing on Twitter and other platforms. So I think thanks to this year, I really got to like see what it was like to work with other people on a project, because I had worked on a lot of things for my own brand, but never an outside brand. And so I think it really gave me that experience, which allowed me to get the job that I have now. So it was very helpful.
College Esports News has really helped me, I'd say, home in that project management organization. I think it's something extremely important. Additionally, being able to work with others in a executive environment, even outside of that, just working with others who are more volunteers. We all have different schedules. We're trying to do the best we can. And so being able to hone in that time management and that organization to make sure we're getting content out.
College Esports News has also helped me in my career by helping turn me into a leader I didn't know that I could be. I feel like I've personally been able to really step up into a leadership position, become more organized, be able to take my wildest ideas and trim them down and really make them come to life in a realistic way. It's allowed me to be creative, to flex my writing skills, my editing skills, my graphic design skills sometimes. So, what is the future for College Esports News? While I stand here in front of you as one of the people who will make the future of College Esports News happen, I can't say for sure. But I think with this group of individuals, anything is possible.
I really hope that College Esports News, CEN, grows to become kind of like the main hub that people go to when they think collegiate esports, like whether that be a source of news, entertainment, or like community in general. Like I just hope it grows to one day be like the main source people go to for that.
I think the ultimate dream for College Esports News, at least for me, would just to continue to expand and to grow as a brand, and to be able to bring on more and more passionate esports people and students of all walks of life and all places and everything, to be able to work on this project and to get it out to more people. I think we're really proud of what we have, but we'd like to find ways to get it out to more and more students and esports programs, and being able to collaborate with schools and programs and associations and everything, I think would be really nice. And the end goal, at least, I don't know if this is very realistic, but I think having a proper news network on even like cable or like streaming services would definitely be really, really cool. So definitely expanding on what we have and continuing to grow and take over the world of college esports.
I hope that we can be a place that people, check first for their college esports news, that, they know, they're like, oh, college esports they're gonna share this for us, they're gonna congratulate us for that. And then be happy about it, not just like, oh, this organization who's trying to grow is like, oh, they're sharing our stuff, they're probably looking for impressions. Like, no, like we're happy for other people, and we want to share that. That's what we want to do. And so My hope is that we'll be able to gain that reputation and be able to be, not just this organization. I want us to be the home. And so being able to get more volunteers, it's just growing. And I think we will grow into this amazing home that will be able to share anything. I really just want us to be the home for all things college esports. And I think we can do it.
College Hearthstone kicks off tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
Hello and welcome to the first ever Collegiate Esports News Network recap report.
Hello and welcome back to the Collegiate Esports News Network Recap Report. City of Delaware Blue Hens Varsity, University of Victoria, UCM.
I'm number one, which is like mind-blowing to me. I've been here for 4 years, and I remember my first game like it was yesterday.
Borregos Monterrey is the first ever Mexican team to qualify for College Rocket League.
The #1 team in Collegiate Overwatch just lost, and I don't know what to think anymore.
Just for a record, do you want to say what your name is and what exactly you do for the esports club?
Yeah, so hi, I'm Claire. I'm president of Drexel Esports.